As they say, success is not about getting the best. It's about getting better than where were you yesterday. Good afternoon, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome each and everyone on SuperGrads YouTube channel. In this series of episodes, we are talking to the toppers of IIM Indore, and it's my privilege to have Samriddhi Gurjar over here. So she really made it big to IIM Indore recently, and we also have Dipali ma'am, her mother, who has been the strength and support in this particular journey. And today we are going to have a candid conversation with both of them. First of all, congratulations to Gurjar family. मैं congratulate करना चाहता हूँ आप दोनों को. I think
Thank
ये
you.
बहुत बड़ा achievement है for the family. शायद moment of the life है. I would like to ask Samriddhi, what were you doing when you got to know about the results that point of time?
Sir, actually, I was in my mid nap, afternoon nap, and I just woke up and I saw the notification on YouTube. And after that, I checked the result. So I was like really overwhelmed.
That point of time. Oh, great. So after a nap, that dream actually comes true, right? That's a great thing. Surreal लग रहा है, लेकिन actually it happened. दीपाली मैम, आप क्या कर रहे थे उस point of time पे जब ये news आई तो?
एक्चुअली सर मैं सच बताऊं मैं किचन में काम कर रही थी और ये अपना चेक कर रही थी तो
हाँ.
मुझे कहीं ना कहीं ये लगा कि कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ है मैं इसके पास गई इसने बोला मम्मी मेरा इंदौर का रिजल्ट आ गया मैंने कहा क्या रहा बेटा कि मेरा हो गया तो
अच्छा.
उस समय मतलब हम लोग दोनों ही शॉक्ड हो गए बिल्कुल साइलेंट और मैंने इसको एकदम गले लगा लिया कि एकदम से हमें मतलब सोचा ही नहीं था कि हो जाएगा
हो जाएगा. ओ ग्रेट ग्रेट. सो दिस इज समथिंग इस तरीके से ही शायद कहानी बनती है, जहाँ एक जर्नी होती है, जहाँ अप्स एंड डाउन्स होते हैं, एवरीथिंग हैपेंस एंड फाइनली यू अचीव समथिंग ग्रेट एंड बिग. So you also told me, Samriddhi, before this particular interview, that you were a 12th, right? And uh, so it's very difficult to manage 12th as well as boards. So first of all, tell me what was your stream and how did you manage to cope up with the 12th syllabus as well as IPM syllabus and finally getting inside both, getting doing well in both.
Okay. So my stream was PCM in class 12th.
All right.
So it really helped me with getting along with quant section. तो मैथ्स मेरा वहां भी चलता था 12th में एंड दैट टू इन आईपी मैट तो दैट वाज समहाउ के I could do that. उसके बाद BA was my weaker section, so I put in more efforts in that. Till October, I used to give like 3 to 4 hours for IPMAT preparation and rest time of the day for academics. After October, when I was like doing both good with both of them, then I gradually increased the time for IPMAT preparation since boards were coming also before a month from boards I stopped preparing for IVMAT. At that time I put sole focus on academics part and once I was done with that I used to dedicate like 12 hours in a day
Oh,
for
great.
IPMAT
So,
for
it's a
two
hard, lot of
2 months.
labor going on, 12 hours in a day after the board examinations. That's clearly indicating that you have put a lot of labor to get inside IIM Indore. And really, ये बहुत tough चीज भी है. So people do not understand this. Handful of number of seats, 150 seats, entire India giving that particular examination, and only 150 are the lucky ones who are getting this particular entry ticket. And you being one among them, that's a great, great, great feat for the entire family. I would also like to know, Samriddhi, what was the lowest point in this particular journey? I'm quite sure you would have seen some of the failures and have came up with flying colors after that. So I just want to know what was the lowest point in this journey?
Lowest point I would say while I was preparing for boards after I would say in January. At that time I was seeing that I was not able to cope with both of them,
Right.
neither IPMAT nor boards. So I was getting really anxious, like how am I gonna do it? Boards is just another month, and I haven't even revised the syllabus for once. But that is the time I need to gather my zeal and this
Courage as well.
to
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So I think it happens with almost every student, At one point of time, they feel to give up because, both of them are getting aggressive on you. So IPM भी aggressive हो रहा है, boards भी aggressive हो रहे हैं, and really feels very difficult to cope up with both of them. So when you do not have your school examinations at that point of time, it's easier to manage IPM. But when you face a lot of examinations one after the other, be it pre-boards, be it half yearly and everything, then it gets really tough. But yeah, that's the time when you need to have that courage to come out of it. And you had that, and that's why you are right now sitting inside IIM Indore. And what was the percentage, if I may ask you, in 12th standard?
Sir, it was 87.8%.
So great. I think it wasn't that bad as well, Samriddhi. So people usually ask this that, uh, we will either do very well in 12th standard or in boards, but Samriddhi has done better at both the places. नाउ मैम, मेरा सवाल आपसे है अब, ये एक
Yes.
बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट जर्नी रहती है और मैं हमेशा पेरेंट्स को, सो लेट मी टेल स्टूडेंट ऑडियंसेस, मैडम नहीं आना चाह रही थी पर्टिकुलरली इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरव्यू में, बट मैंने कहा कि स्पेसिफिकली बिकॉज मुझे कहीं ना कहीं एक फील आता है, एंड इनफैक्ट एज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वी फील दैट ये जर्नी स्टूडेंट्स से ज्यादा पेरेंट्स की रहती है, राइट?
Yes.
पेरेंट्स का सपोर्ट सिस्टम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, एंड मैंने इंसिस्ट किया, इनफैक्ट हम कल इंटरव्यू करने वाले थे, मैंने रोक दिया उस इंटरव्यू को क्योंकि मैम नहीं आई, एंड आई वांटेड हर टू कम टू दिस पर्टिकुलर इंटरव्यू। सो दीपाली मैम, आई वुड लाइक टू नो कैसी जर्नी आपकी रही। तो समृद्धि की तो एक जर्नी थी, लेकिन आपकी जर्नी कैसे रही?
मेरी जर्नी
हम्म,
समझ में नहीं आता था मैं इसको कैसे फेस करूं इसको, क्योंकि ये पीसीएम दिया इन्हें 11th में, इन्होंने तैयारी करी, लास्ट तक करी, फिर थोड़ा लगा कि डिप्रेस हो रही है तो इनको
अच्छा,
बोला छोड़ दो,
अच्छा,
बिल्कुल छोड़ दो। हाँ,
ओके,
फिर जब इन्होंने इसकी तैयारी शुरू की तो इनको ये शुरू में ही बोल दिया गया था कि होगा तो ठीक है, नहीं होगा तो देखा जाएगा, टेंशन नहीं लेना है।
हाँ, बहुत सही,
उस हाँ, ये बहुत सपोर्टिव है, बहुत ज्यादा।
ओके, बहुत सही।
हाँ, इसलिए
एंड आई थिंक
हाँ, बच्चे बच्चे टाइम से उठना, टाइम से खाना, सारी चीजें इनको देखनी पड़ी, वरना बच्चे सोचते हैं अरे सो रहे हैं, ले लेंगे क्लास कर लेंगे, पर नहीं, इसका सपोर्ट मिला, इस ये बताती गई, हम करते गए।
मैम, and finally एक बहुत बड़ा achievement मिला, so I think the labor, and she's clearly telling that she Samriddhi faced that particular phase, and whether she was quite low and feeling that यार मुझे छोड़ देना चाहिए and everything, but the entire family, be it her father as well as mother, were after her that tension नहीं लेना, होना है तो हो जाएगा, नहीं होगा तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, we'll see to it. And that is the need of the day today, because it's a stressful environment, competitive environment, where we need to pay heed to our mental health as well, apart from the studies. And really, I think Samriddhi's mom and dad have played a crucial role over there. Okay, now once again back to you, Samriddhi. I would like to ask you, now SuperGrads has played a vital role. I just got to know that you were a Josh batch student. You have studied with us almost for one year, if I'm not wrong. Ek saal, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So 1 year. So how did SuperGrads played its role in bringing you inside Amindar?
So SuperGrads was really supportive. We do talk about class, material, mentors, everything was up to the mark. I would say like many of my juniors were asking me the strategy or do we need any reference book, any other coaching for that. I just told them you don't even need to solve PYQs apart from the mocks that they are providing, what the coaching are providing. You don't need to use any reference books because the material here is just sufficient and is really very good.
Great.
The mentors, whenever you do feel low, whenever you do need a strategy personalized for yourself, you can always ask them for help and they are always available for it.
All right. I would also, because it's a great moment not only for you but for the mentors as well, because it's a success story for them as well. So I would like that you should name few of the mentors that have actually helped you reach over here. Yeah, in the journey.
Okay. So my most favorite was Abhishek Soni sir.
Okay.
He
All
was
right.
our English teacher as well, and he mentored me for a strategy as well. And then Anil Samble sir and Brinda ma'am.
Okay.
These are the teachers that I really, really like look up to.
You look up to. Okay. Now, I just want to know, Samriddhi. The story does not end at IPMAT. That is the biggest trouble in this particular scenario, because IPMAT निकल भी जाए, फिर उसके बाद एक और मुसीबत ये होती है कि 6 या 7 स्टूडेंट्स में से एक स्टूडेंट को चूज किया जाता है for the final selection round, and that is the most competitive part, and I'm talking about the interviews that carries the weightage of 35%, right? So Samriddhi, getting inside IIM Indore would have been challenging in that phase also. How SuperGrads helped you with the interview stage? If you can elaborate on that part.
Yes, about interview, they told about every tactics and strategies that we need to use. And most important of them, like many people do think that we need to be very extraordinary to face the interview, but you just need to be yourself, really authentic, and you need to present yourself as yourself, and that's the key.
मैडम, दीपाली मैं अगला प्रश्न आपसे है, एंड मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि इस दौरान, क्योंकि इतनी सारी चीजें चल रही होती हैं, राइट? और बच्चे मॉक्स दे रहे होते हैं, कभी नंबर कम होंगे, कभी ज्यादा होंगे, कभी कुछ फेस कर लिया, कभी कुछ फेस कर लिया, तो स्ट्रेस बहुत बढ़ जाता है। और बच्चे का स्ट्रेस बढ़ता है तो घर वालों का भी बढ़ता है, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं कॉमन गोल है और शेयर्ड गोल है जिससे अपन आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। उस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे स्ट्रेस को कैसे कम करते थे आप लोग अपने घर में?
हम्म, हम लोग तो सच सच बता रही हूँ, साथ में बैठ के मूवी देखते थे।
बहुत बढ़िया।
सच बता रही हूँ, जो इनको अच्छा खाना होता था उसको ऑर्डर करते थे हम लोग और
अच्छा।
बोलते थे स्ट्रेस। हाँ, फिर नेक्स्ट डे आप अच्छी तैयारी करो, मॉक अच्छा दो, आप सारे टेस्ट अच्छे करो, अच्छा रिजल्ट आएगा। पर उस
राइट।
समय आप है ना बिल्कुल चिल रहो।
राइट। ग्रेट।
ये
सो
था।
समृद्धि, तुमको क्या पहले से अंदाजा था कि नहीं, तुम हमेशा ये थी कि होगा नहीं होगा, क्योंकि मार्क्स स्कोर कम होते हैं ज्यादा होते हैं, राइट? इफ यू कैन टेल दैट पार्ट आल्सो ऑफ योर जर्नी टू द स्टूडेंट्स।
Yes, so मतलब since the beginning when I was giving my marks for IPMAT Indore, Rohtak and ZipMat, तो मेरा रोहतक में स्कोर काफी अच्छा रहता था, लाइक आई वाज इन द टॉप 5 टॉप 10। इंदौर में नहीं रहता था। तो इवन आफ्टर गिविंग द एग्जाम आई वाज लाइक रियली गेसिंग कि मेरा रोहतक में हो भी जाएगा, पर
ओके।
इंदौर में
शायद ना
होना
हो।
वाज समथिंग आउट ऑफ लीग।
ओके। सो ग्रेट। आई
सच
थिंक दिस इज व्हाट, या मैम क्या कहना चाहते हैं, बोलिए।
हम लोग अभी IIM इंदौर इंटरव्यू के लिए गए थे,
हम्म।
तो इनका बाहर एक क्लिक किया, तो बोलती है हाँ आप एक क्लिक तो कर ही लो, पता नहीं दोबारा लौट के आए या
अरे
ना आए।
बाप रे। See, guys, just think about these thoughts. These thoughts are really, really good. So, this goes through every student's mind because, they know that it's a humongous competition. And see, Samriddhi is making it in the first merit list. Abhi first merit list hi aayi hai Indore ki. There are other merit lists going to come, but she was quite apprehensive that whether she is going to make inside IIM Indore, and since the beginning, so she was confident कि यार मेरी स्पीड अच्छी है, मेरा इजी पेपर में अच्छी तरीके से हो जाता है, रोहतक में हो जाएगा, बट टफ लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी का पेपर है, वेदर आई एम गोइंग टू गेट थ्रू और नॉट। सो दिस एप्रीहेंशन एवरीबडी कैरीज। सो अगर ये एप्रीहेंशंस आपके माइंड में आज भी चल रहे हैं, it's nothing to worry about it. We have a success story in front of you right now, and that's Samriddhi Gurjar, right? Now, next question to you, Samriddhi. Uh, I would also like to know, तो लास्ट दो क्वेश्चंस ले लेते हैं। सबसे पहले दीपाली मैम से पूछता हूँ मैं क्वेश्चन। बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स आपको देख रहे हैं मैम आज। पेरेंट्स को क्या सलाह है आपकी, बिकॉज आपने एक सक्सेसफुल पेरेंट जर्नी देखी है। सो क्या सलाह है उन पेरेंट्स को आपकी?
मेरी तो पेरेंट्स को यही सलाह है कि बच्चे को प्रेशर ना करें, बच्चा जो पढ़ रहा है उसके साथ कोऑपरेट करें, उसको समझें कि वो क्या कर रहा है।
बस ये।
यही सबसे
और
बड़ी
सुपर
मेरी
ग्रेड्स
सलाह है।
से आपका कुछ ताल्लुकात
सुपर
हुआ?
ग्रेड बहुत अच्छा है, क्योंकि मैं खुद गई थी इसके लिए बूट कैंप में, मैं साथ गई थी।
अच्छा।
हर जगह मैं इसके साथ रही हूँ, तो मुझे मालूम है बहुत अच्छे से हम लोगों को अटेंड किया गया बूट कैंप में, बहुत अच्छे से हम लोगों को सारी चीजें बताई गई। तो मैं तो सुपर ग्रेड
आप
की
कहाँ
बहुत
पे आए थे
फैन।
बूट कैंप के लिए? भोपाल में, इंदौर में, एग्जैक्टली कहाँ, क्योंकि आप
इंदौर में।
ग्वालियर से हैं।
इंदौर।
इंदौर
हाँ
में गए थे,
जी।
ओके ओके।
इंदौर।
So yeah, let me tell to the audiences that so Samriddhi is from Gwalior, and we have had boot camps at multiple places in the countrywide, and they had traveled to Indore. And see that while Samriddhi is traveling, her mother is also traveling. She may be staying at some hotel nearby, but yeah, certainly that is the needed support for Samriddhi. While she is preparing and writing mocks, while she is actually going through a lot of classes, while she is engaged with the students and in competition, her mom is playing her role and providing a mental support to her by being there with her after traveling as well, right? So now, final question to you, Samriddhi. Final one. Lot of students are listening to you right now, and your moral responsibility is now. जो जर्नी तुमने जी है उसमें एक सक्सेस रेसिपी है। सबसे important advice that you would be giving to all the students who are listening to you right now that is going to be really critically helpful for them for the coming years? Yeah.
So I would say IPMAT is apart from aptitude, it is more about dedication and consistency. जरूरी नहीं आप शुरू से ही बहुत एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी हो, या फिर वट एवर क्वेश्चन यू डू यू आर गोइंग टू एस इट, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, बट यू नीड टू बी कंसिस्टेंट टिल द वेरी एंड। even after the exam there is an interview, you need to be consistent at that time also। ये नहीं सोचना है कि बोर्ड्स हो गया अब ठीक है 2-3 दिन रेस्ट कर लेते हैं, नहीं, रेस्ट करने को अभी पूरा टाइम पड़ा है, रिजल्ट आ जाएगा एक बार, रेस्ट ही रेस्ट है। फॉर दैट रेस्ट यू नीड टू
Okay.
बी कंसिस्टेंट।
So yes, ये चीज हुई भी इनफैक्ट। मैं जो समृद्धि बात कर रही है, हमारा ऑल इंडिया रैंक 3 राघव, when we connected with him कि आपका ऑल इंडिया रैंक 3 है, and तो he was in वैष्णो देवी that point of time। जिस point of time पर he got selection, So he was in Vaishno Devi and he was enjoying afterwards. And Samriddhi is quite right that, आप enjoy करो बाद में. But उस point of time, you need to be consistent. You need to show up every day. Well, on that particular note, I'm going to say goodbye to you all and thank you to Gurjar family. Madam, सर नहीं आया उनको मेरा प्लीज धन्यवाद कहिएगा यहाँ से. And even Samriddhi, you too as well for making this interview for the students. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, super great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.